That's what me. Hi, welcome to Nancy Jean's Garden. And today we have Angelita, and she is from Tucson, and she's a lovely lady, and she has agreed to let you witness the creation of her crystal grid. And I can't thank you enough. And what we're going to do first, Angelita, is we're going to look at 3 cards that I pull for you before I meet you. And I do this for almost every reading that I do, especially for these. And this is the past, this is the present, this is the future. Now, in the past, you got a great card. It's called the King of Ariel. But these cards are like tarot cards. Do you know much about tarot?
No, not much.
Okay. So this is like the king of,
fascinated.
this is the King of Coins. And the King of Coins says that in the past, your plans are working out very well, professional and financial success. You're using your resources wisely. So that's been the setup to this point in your life. But then you got an even better card. In the present place, you've got the Star, which is Archangel Jophiel. And dreams come true. Believe in yourself. It's the end of all difficult situations. So things that have been going around you that maybe just weren't perfect, they're kind of fading away, going on. And then the future is even better. You got the Knight of Gabriel. And I love this deck because the knights can be women too. And she's riding on her horse. And it says, take time to take your action, great passion or cause. Instinctively, you're knowing exactly what to do. And that, when I put those 3 cards together, you've done really well in the past. Any problems that are going on around you, you've been able to get rid of and wind away from. And you've got some great stuff coming. So I can't wait till we pull your activation card. Now, what we're going to
so excited. Can I just tell you that?
Sure.
I am so grateful to you. I'm so excited about this grid and the work that you do.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well, you can keep talking all those lovely words about me because I'm going to do the most boring part of this entire reading. I have to spread all these cards out so that you can see them. And then I'm going to run my finger over them. And when you tell me to stop, I'll pull that card and that will be the basis of your grid. Okay? And then we will look at this and find out what you're going to get.
Well, those are beautiful cards. Which ones are
Oh, they've got gorgeous backs. That's actually the throat chakra card blown up in the whole back of the thing is the throat chakra, which makes sense because the whole deck's supposed to be about communication. Now, if you notice, there are readers who can go whoosh and spread cards across the table. I am not one of those readers. This is not my forte. Okay, what I'm going to do is I am going to spread put my hand across the spread. I'm sorry, I wanted to get something up over there balanced. And move my finger slowly, and then we're gonna pull a card. And that where you stop, I'll pull that card, and then I'll show you what your grid's gonna be about. Okay? So you tell me when to stop.
Stop. Back.
This one?
What? Back more. No, back what?
This
back
one.
what?
This
yes,
one.
Okay. That's better. Yes.
Okay. You got conception.
Didn't you get that before?
Well, the frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness hold for a second. Okay. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins, to help us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. So, I showed you the card that said you were going to have a lot of new fun beginnings and ramping off. And this grid's going to help you find the energy to do that.
And I believe when we met before, that was one of the cards. That's the first card that you that was picked for me.
Okay, she's right. And I'm going to tell you all right now what frauds are. She picked conception 2 weeks ago. So Angelita also agreed to let us kind of see what the basics, because people are like, what's it like to sit in a reading? That's what it's like. Just sit in a grid reading, but then I'm going to show you how I put the grid together because I've already chosen stones for Angelita's grid. And this is what I use. I put stones on pie plates for a good reason. Now this is the image I'm starting with. It will not look exactly like that image when I'm done, but it will be close. It will be rock-wise close. Okay, what I found were two gorgeous appetites.
Oh, that is beautiful. And I'm incredulous. I mean, it's not that I don't believe it. It's just one of those other, there are no mistakes. I mean, out of all the cards, I picked the same card twice.
And then this time, and then I picked some Amazonite to be these two smaller blues that are on either side of you. There. And then you notice there's a lot of yellow, orangey colors. And that, to me, in this card, symbolizes adventuring, which is a stone that, and they may not end up exactly in this order, but this is how I'm putting them for the time being. And I put 5 around each of these. Now the number 5 means change, means dynamic movement. So that's why you got 5 stones around the 2 big conception stones. And then I found.
Do the stones talk to you? You feel that they're?
Oh yeah, trust me, I've been through it with these stones, picking out which ones I wanted to put in here. I have drawers and drawers and drawers of stones behind me. I start with kind of color, form, and shape and what they mean. And this is citrine, and citrine brings good luck. If I can get it out of the bag, it'll bring good luck. Okay. And these are going to go around the smaller side stones, kind of like these two. So you go back in here. This. And I'm probably going to put this on a blue background. And I'm going to put 4 around there. 4 is building a base because you're building a new base when you're working in the energy of conception. And 4 is a number of building a new base. So this is how numerology works with this. This is duality and this is duality. So this is coming together of new energies and new forces. And then you can't see it plainly where y'all are, but above and below each of these stones there's a clear mark. There's a star. So I'm putting some azurite, which brings vision. This also brings vision. And there's going to be 2 more on these sides. That's azurite building a base of vision coming in. And then I found these, and I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to put them in here, but
looks like 4 flowers.
These are jaspers. These are really pretty blue jaspers.
Oh, that's good.
And those are going to go in. And now guys, you're not going to get to watch me stick this down because, and I did find this understood, because I can't glue and talk. Doesn't work. Just doesn't work real well for me. So we're going to decide, do I want to do that way? This is the kind of decisions I make when I'm looking at shape. How to get this shape I want. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put 3 almost swirling together in the middle, and then those on the outer edge. That's your grid.
That's beautiful.
And trust me, when I do your reading, guys, I will not have the stones chosen. But this is what's going to be, and I will stick this down for Angelita and send it off to her in an 8 by
Thank you
8
so
frame.
much.
And
I
if
feel like my grid is a full garden.
right there, it will be, it's apatite top and bottom. And these are Amazonite, which are, these are really strength pulling in a lot of drawing in energy and communication. Amazonite release stress. So if that's, those are there to make it like less stressful. And then there's there's actually 8 citrines because there's 4 around each one of the Amazonites. And then there's the 10 yellow aventurines, which are a beautiful stone that brings good luck and adventure. And then there's 4 blue blue azurites and 11 impression jaspers that are blue.
That's wonderful. May I ask? So
Sure.
when I get my grid, you detail the
I
different.
tell you what stones are there, and I will actually write out the stone, what vibrations I hope it brings in for you, and what kind of healing energies or energies that it has that work with it. And I'll also send you with a little wand. I find one of my wands. I don't have a wand right here, but I have little quartz wands, and I will explain to you how to build that all into to join the energy of all the stones. And once you join it up, I call it firing it up, because when I built my own grid, I'll show you what my grid looked like, since this is kind of an instructional video. This is what my grid looks like. This is my family grid. I built this grid in March of 2019, and these move. They're not stuck down. I can pull these, I can rearrange them. I pulled this,
Wow.
put this in. It's a volcanic kind of stone. I replaced something with that. This is ruby fusite, which is a real pretty stone. This is the wand I have for my thing. It's a polished wand, and usually I give people natural quartz ones that have a natural point on them. I think they work just as well. And I have shungite on here. I have some jade. So that's what an unstuck down grid looks like. The reason I stick down grids now is because I mailed them, and the post office will not leave them all nice like this. And it won't be in a pie plate. It'll be in a picture frame. It'll look like something like this is a different vibration. This is the vibration. It's called reflection. The lady who it's to be mailed to has not contacted me yet to get.
Beautiful.
And she switched addresses. So, and on this one, there's agate in the middle, a pyramid quartz, and a green calcite chip. That's those 3 stones. And those are there for balance in body, for energy, clarity for change. The pyramid quartz amplifies energy. And then the green chip is to heal their heart and to help them on their discovery and adventures. Then the crescent moons, these are really interesting. This is hematite, this is aventurine, blue aventurine, amazonite, nuconite. And the hematite is for grounding. The amazonite, these are the 4 moons around it, are for healing. The euconite is for opening the vision, and the person who's getting this happens to be a psychic, so that's to help with that process. And the blue aventurine is healing, good luck, and calms the soul and leads to honest communication. Then you see these little tiny quartz crystals. Those are Veracruz points, and those are spiritual values and meditation. They promote communication. The big points here, those are chevron amethyst points, and chevron means they're white and purple, and those are spiritual values, meditation, and protection. And those draw in love. They draw in love, they bring love in, so it works both ways. And then these points, these here, those are dark purple fluorites. That's fluorite, but it's just not the way you normally see it in the cubic form. And then it's got fire quartz. There's 6 of them. Those heals, hurts, amplifies, and directs energy. Those are energy and energy. And then the citrine, and these little yellow ones are like the 4 I put in yours. And those 4 yellow citrines are there for success, clears negative energy, and gives you strength. And you will have a description of each of your stones just like that on the back of your grid so that you can use your grid.
Yes.
And yours is wonderful and peaceful, and it's for starting new things and getting your life going in a whole new way.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
So I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture of this so that when I have to recreate it, I remember where I was. Oh, let's see. Okay.
So is it difficult or how you explain how to get to energize each stone?
Yes,
Because
yes. You
there's
just
so
start in
many
the middle and you
buttons.
go out. Now, in your case, it's going to be a little different because you actually have 4 centers. You have the 2 on each side and the 1 top and bottom. So you'll fire up that little center, and then it becomes its own center. Then you work out from the center to each of those centers. Then you'll go out from the center and you'll tap each stone that's in the outer ring, and that'll fire it up.
Wow, I can hardly wait. So, would that work for both myself and my husband?
Yes, and
if we-
okay, what you're going to do is you're going to write a list of intentions of what you want the grid to serve. Like my family grid, I call it my family grid, but I actually had a lot of friends. When I first built a grid, guys, I didn't know if they worked or not. I thought, oh, we'll see. So I built my own, and I put, it was for prosperity and to bring us new abundance. And then I put a whole list of names, and it, the abundance sort of depends on how you view what makes things abundant. So the next day, I opened up my computer, and I had gotten an email from Dorothy Morgan, an H astrologer, and it ends up she'd pulled my name out of a hat, the way she collects emails of people who emailed her new that month. And I had emailed her that I enjoyed her personal readings, that she doesn't dwell on international events. She talks about how do you use this in your own life. And she just pulled my name out and wrote me and said, I give once a month, I give away a free reading. So if you'd like to take it, here's how to reach me. So I reached her and she said, and I set up my appointment, and then I talked to her. This was old school, guys. This was 2019, no Zoomy stuff. All that hadn't been done yet. And we talked on the phone, and I've studied enough astrology. She gave me a progress chart, which was very, very interesting. And then I said to her, when did you pull my name? And she said, oh, let me look. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth about astrologers, guys. They write everything down. So she knew, and she told me, and she had pulled my name 45 minutes after I had fired up my own grid. Wow. So I got this wonderful free reading, which is an abundance. It's something I don't have to go spend money on. Well, the day after I had fired the grid up, a friend of mine had been out of work for a couple months, and she was getting a little desperate. And she was like, got to find something soon. She said, and I told her I was putting her on the grid. And she said, she called me, she said, am I still on that grid thing? And I said, yeah, you are. And I said, why? And she said, I just got 2 job offers. So, and then it just started rolling forward for everybody who was, for the most part, I think everybody who's on the grid that I know about that reported back had something really wonderful happen.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So, and I just keep it fired up. I changed the intentions under it. So in answer to what you're saying about your husband, if you and your husband both put your intentions on that, it's in your household, use it. I mean, I used it for people that were in New York City. So, and what I asked for them came through. So I didn't ask for a specific thing. I just asked for them to find new and better ways to prosper, and that things abundantly came towards them. So
it's incredible. There are no accidents.
So That's our time with Angelita. Thank you for opening up your life
Thank
this
you.
little bit to let us in, and I will get this done for you tomorrow and get it on the way. And I want to thank everybody for coming to the garden today and seeing what we're doing. And I really appreciate you being here. If you want a grid, you can go to www.crystaldirections.com, and you can go to the store and you can order one there. And
Yes.
it sends the message to me that you want a grid. We have, as Angelita could tell you, I got in touch with her. We set up the time for the reading. This one's gone a little longer than most of them go. Usually we just get to pulling the card and then we're done. Then I have another brief meeting with the client when they get the grid to help them fire it up. So you can figure about half an hour in time and just get a hold of me there, and I'll be glad to do a grid for you. And it will be different from hers. Yours will not look like hers. Yours will look like yours. All of them look different. You saw the two that I had there. They're very different energies, very different feelings. And it's what you need at the time.
Yes. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you and the beautiful work that you do.
Well, thank you for coming and sharing. Bye-bye.